back to our channel. Today I'm going to be filming my second trimester Q&A because I am officially, I believe, in my third trimester, which is so crazy because it's gone by super fast, and I don't know where the time has gone because I feel like I just filmed the first trimester Q&A like not even a month ago. Even though it has been longer, it just feels like it wasn't too long ago that I filmed it. But I believe I am 28 weeks along now, which means I am in or starting my third trimester. It's a little bit like iffy. Some people say it's like the beginning of week 28, some people say it's the end of week 28, I don't know. But I'm 28 weeks, so I've gone through my whole or almost whole second trimester, and I wanted to go ahead and just film this video, update you guys on how the pregnancy is going, answer any questions that you guys might have had, and that's it. So let's just get into the video. So one of the first questions that you guys had asked me over on Instagram was that, is there anything harder this pregnancy than the last pregnancy? And I would have to say that the only thing that's really harder this time is something that I mentioned in my other video as well, is that this time I'm taking care of a toddler while being pregnant, and I think that's the hardest thing. So if you are going through like your first pregnancy, enjoy it, please, because if you don't have any kids yet and you are going through pregnancy, just like pamper yourself and take good care of yourself, because the next pregnancies you have after you have kids, you just like cannot take care of yourself at all because you're taking care of a toddler the whole time. So I think that's like the hardest part, is like I don't really have time for myself, or like if I'm tired I can't just nap when I want to because I have to watch my baby. Yeah, I don't think anything else from this pregnancy has been harder than the first one. Besides that, that's been like the hardest thing. Another question was, what are my fears this pregnancy? I think obviously like everyone's biggest fears is like something horrible happening, which like I'm not anticipating anything horrible happening, and yeah, that's not gonna happen, hopefully. But also little things, because I am having a home birth, kind of like what if something happened at home and I have to get shipped, well not shipped, I have to go to like the hospital, or like what if I end up needing a C-section, like those kinds of things are what scares me the most. I'm not really scared of like labor or birth in itself. I'm just more scared of like the what ifs and like the bad what ifs, you know? Someone also asked if I am excited for this birth, and I am super excited for this birth. I don't think I was this excited for like Javi's birth. I was a little bit more scared because obviously it was my first time and I had never gone through it before, so I didn't know what to expect besides other people's opinions. But now that I've gone through it once and like I know what to kind of expect, even though things could happen completely different than the first time, I feel a lot more prepared this time, and that is making me excited for the birth because I feel like it's going to be an amazing experience, and even more amazing than Javi's, again only because I know a lot more this time. They also asked if I'm excited about cloth diapering, and I am super excited because with Javi I didn't cloth diaper him until he was, I think, like 4 or 5 months old, and with her I'm going to cloth diaper her right away. I have a few newborn like disposable diapers left over from Javi, and I'm going to use those on her first just so I use them all up, and also just in case if she's too small for the cloth diapers, I'm going to have those as like just in case, you know. But I'm going to use all of those, which is not that many. I feel like it only lasts maybe a week, and then I'm going to start cloth diapering her if she fits in them. If she doesn't, then I'll wait until she does. But that's what I'm super excited about because I've never cloth diapered a newborn, so that's going to be a really fun experience to like see how it is to cloth diaper a little tiny baby and use like the smallest little, what are they called? The smallest little buttons and like all of that. So I'm excited for that. Did you drink the glucose test without the sugar drink that they normally give you? So if you watched one of my other videos that said things I'm doing differently with baby number 2, one of the things I said was I'm not going to do the glucose drink that I did last time. And I actually haven't even taken the test this time yet, but I did ask my midwife, and they don't give you that same drink. They actually tell you to get like a naked juice drink or like a grape juice drink. As long as it has 50 grams of sugar in it, then that's good enough for me to take before the test, like an hour or 30 minutes before. And so that's what I'm going to do, and I think I'm actually having that test next week. What is today? The next 2 weeks. So on January 11th is my next appointment, and that's when I'll be doing that test. What are you most excited about? I would have to say the thing I'm most excited about is the thought and like I'm imagining her birth being in our tub that we have and like giving birth to her in the water. If that happens, if everything goes well, I think that experience is what I'm most excited about, and if it happens, it's just gonna be like super amazing. Another thing that someone asked is, what are the similarities between my last pregnancy and this pregnancy? I think one of the biggest similarities is that I had the sciatic pain with both pregnancies, which is really horrible, but I mean it's the only thing that's like similar between both, because my morning sickness was different with both of them. Growing has been different with both of them. My cravings have been different, so I think the only thing that's been super similar is my sciatic pain, which yay me, because that's fun. Do you have any food aversions or cravings? I had a lot of food aversions the first trimester, but the second trimester I don't really think I had that many food aversions, which is pretty good because food aversions are not fun. And I also don't think I've had a lot of cravings. Like, things sound good to me, but it's not like I need to have it. I have been kind of having more sweets, but again, it's not like I need to have it right now and then. I'm not like telling Javi, go to Walgreens and get me ice cream right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have crazy cravings. This question kind of goes with one that I've already answered, but someone asked, how is it having a toddler to take care of and being pregnant, and if I'm tired? Yes, I am very tired, and it is very hard taking care of a toddler and being pregnant because you can't just like relax when you want to. Another question I got is, do I have my birth like envisioned already? I have been kind of coming up with a birth plan in my head, but I want to remember that not everything is going to go according to plan. Things are going to happen. There's going to be things that I have planned that aren't going to happen. There's going to be things that I don't have planned that might happen. Just like birth is like, you can't pinpoint exactly how everything is going to happen. It just does happen. So I'm trying to keep that in the back of my mind, but I do have a birth plan of how I'm hoping it'll go and how I kind of want it to go as well. So I'm like planning on laboring at home and walking a lot around the house. If it's nice out that day, which I don't think it will be because it's going to be the end of March, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be cold. But if it happens to be like a nicer day, I want to go walk like around my neighborhood to like help make the labor go faster, you know? And then I plan on walking up and down our stairs that we have a bunch of times also, so that's like the beginning part of my labor. I also plan on sleeping as much as I can during the beginning, because that's one thing that was really hard about my last labor, was I barely got any sleep. So by the time I had him, I was super exhausted. So if I can, at the beginning of my labor, I want to sleep as much as I can. Then when it's getting closer, and obviously like my midwives are here and everything, that's when I want to run the bath, get into the bath, and like hopefully finish laboring in there and have her in there as well. And then I also have little things planned, like when I'm in there, I want my oil diffuser going, and I want my like salt lamp to be on, different things like that. So I just have little things planned. I don't have like a huge big birth plan right now. And then this question is the last one I got. I think this question was more not for like me, but like in pregnancy in general. And it might have been a question for them that they were wondering, but it said, is it normal to already leak at 25 weeks? And I've never had that happen to me, so I don't think so. I know that when I first started leaking with Javi, they said that after 24 hours that could cause an infection. So if that happens to you, or if you're watching this and you ask that question, I would definitely ask your OB and let them know that that's happening, because it could cause an infection, at least from what I know. That's what I've heard, is that if you're leaking after 24 hours, it could cause an infection. So definitely get that checked if that's happening. That was all of the questions that I had got over on Instagram about my pregnancy. That pretty much covers everything. The second trimester was super easy for me, I feel like. The beginning of the second kind of trickled in some of those first trimester symptoms, like the morning sickness and all of that. They kind of went into the second trimester a little bit, but I would say the second trimester was a lot better than the first trimester. And at this point right now of 28 weeks, I'm feeling really good. My sciatic pain has gone down a lot. I don't have morning sickness. Like I said, I'm not really having crazy cravings. I don't have food aversions. I'm actually growing a lot slower, I feel like, than I did with Javi. I feel like I'm smaller this time around, so we'll see if she ends up being a smaller baby or if my bump is just like different this time. I think with Javi I retained a lot of water, and maybe with her I'm not doing that, so maybe that's why my bump isn't growing as much. Another thing that I did notice the second trimester is I was not as good as I was the first trimester with taking my prenatals and vitamins. So now that I'm going into my third, I need to be way better at that. That's one of my goals for this next trimester. And then also my water intake has been really bad, so I need to up my water intake. Jess, my doula, if you're watching this, yell at me because I need it. So those two things I need to work on for this trimester to prepare for her birth. And I'm going to start also preparing like all the supplies and stuff soon, because I'm almost 30 weeks and that's pretty crazy. So it's coming really, really fast, but I'm really excited. I do have other pregnancy videos planned out, but if there's anything you guys can think of that you want me to film, go ahead and leave it in the comments and let me know. And if I don't already have it planned, I might pick your video to do. So let me know if there's anything you guys can think of. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more videos.